Welcome back to the channel, guys. Joe here from jojococo Studio. How's it going? How's it going? This 2019. This video is going to be the first video in 2019, and it's going to be a quick build right before the water cooling build. Because in my previous video, I asked you guys that if you want me to create a water cooling tutorial, definitely, you got it, man. But before that, I want to build this build first so that everything is in order. Everything is working fine. The graphics card, the RAM, the motherboard, the CPU, and maybe the power supply, everything. By the way, have you seen my new setup? The 2019 setup. If you want to check out my setup, leave a comments down below and start the video. Alright, let me just get comfy. So the first thing is the case. Now this is the Lee & Lee 011 Dynamic, and I'm pretty sure you guys know about this case. So we're gonna be building into the Lee & Lee 011 Dynamic, and these are the main parts. So we're gonna start off with the graphics card. That's the MSI Ventus right there. It's RTX and it's 2080, and it looks pretty nice. It looks kind of greenish. Some people don't like that, some people do like it, but that's okay because I personally, I don't know, it's two greens, but it's fine. We're gonna be putting a water block in the next video, but for now, I just want to check out that it's still working. So as you can see here, there's a back plate to it as well. Looks pretty cool. I mean, if it wasn't green, if it was maybe like a black or so, it might be, you know, pretty nice. So that's the graphics card, the 2080. Then we're gonna be using the MSI Meg Z390 ACE motherboard. I've actually had an overview of this motherboard in my previous video. You can check the link right here. Then we're gonna go with the power supply, the Seasonic power supply, the Titanium Prime. It's 850 watts version, fully modular power supply, and of course we gotta go with the cable mod. Where are the cable mods? Okay, I just found the cable mods and they're just like hiding, and then as you can see here, we're gonna go with the carbon black with a aluminum comb. These are actually custom made, so if you go to cablemod.com, you should check out some really cool custom made cables. And of course, if you want your build to pop or to stand out, you have to get some really cool looking RAMs, just like this one. This is the T-Force Delta R RGB. These are 32 gigabytes of RAM, 3000 megahertz. Super nice speed with the nice motherboard right there. The motherboard has 4 slots, so it will accommodate all 4 of them. And then I think we can put in some really cool digital RGB action going on here. Looks very nice. I like it. It's like very nice and slick. I like the design. What do you guys think? Of course, as I mentioned earlier, if we have RGB RAMs, we will have some RGB fans as well by Bits Power Touch Aqua. And I got no idea how to pronounce this. It says TA Jord? I don't know. So it's all compatible with like these motherboards. So we're gonna be using the MSI Mystic Lite, and the build should pop really well. And last but not least, we're gonna go with the Core i7 8700K. Hopefully we can overclock it. And wait a minute. Well, we need a CPU cooler. Oh, for the CPU cooler, we're gonna be going for the Cooler Master Air MA620P. Now, I've made some slight modifications to this because I did it in my previous video, but that's fine. It's just like I painted the silver bit here. You'll see what I mean. How can I forget? I totally forgot the SSD because we need to store all these games and documents and windows and everything. So this is the colorful SSD. It's nice and blue. It's kind of unique, and they've given me the 640 gigabytes, so that should be very big. So that's pretty much it, you know, all these parts. Let's start the build process, and then after that, let's see the performance, the tests, and then maybe afterwards, the next video, we can compare it to the water cooling version, how the temperatures are like. So the build is now completed, and you might notice that, Joe, you didn't use the CPU cooler that you were talking about, the Cooler Master. No, I didn't, because we had some RAM clearance issues, and the CPU cooler was actually pushing towards the RAM, I mean the extreme left RAM, so I just didn't really feel comfortable with that, so I swapped it off with the Cryorig C7 CPU cooler. Speaking about the RAMs, T-Force Delta R RGB has like approximately, I think there's 10 different types of lighting effects I can play around with. So what Team Group has provided us is a little software called Blitz, which you can get it from teamgroupinc.com, and you can control your RGB lighting from the software itself as well. And I think the one that I like right now is like a standard rainbow. And of course, what is the most notable thing in this build is probably the fans itself. So the Bits Power fans, the Touch Aqua fans, these fans are like super RGB. And one good thing about this set of fans is that it comes with an RGB controller. Now, if your motherboard does not have a header or a digital RGB 5-volt header, then you can use that controller. There's so many different types of features, but unfortunately there's no list, so you have to like click through all like the lighting effects that you may want to use. Right now we're just using a standard rainbow, and maybe there's like a few more that I can show you like while I talk over this. So there you go, guys, we're done with the build, and it's super easy, super quick. Of course, this is just like some kind of a plan for myself before I water cool this build. Now, I did promise some performance tests on the graphics card, so I'm just gonna put them up after this bit, and then you can check out the performance with the 8700K with a 2080 card by MSI. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and like this video as well, so that you can check out my next video where I start to water cool this build. And of course I have to take out everything apart except for like the wires and like the cable management behind, which is not really good anyways. But of course, once it's done with the water cooling loop, it should look a little bit better. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.